Hello children, we will be continuing with chapter 1 plants increasing the numbers. So in this video we will deal with the topic seed germination, dispersal of seeds. So what are the page numbers that we will be looking in today in the textbook? It is page 9 and 10 of the textbook. You have to study it thoroughly. You have to mark the important points. Now, we will look into the topic seed germination. Seed germination. So, if you take the textbook, you can see you have page 9, seed germination. Seed germination. We will be looking into that topic. So for this you have to first understand what is the meaning of the term germination. When a seed grows into a seedling or development of the seed into a seedling, we call it as seed germination. To understand this, we will look into activity 2. So you have to read it as homework, activity 2, it is very important. So to understand this, in activity 2, we will look into certain conditions. You remember in the last video I had explained seeds require certain favorable conditions to grow. So we will look into what are those conditions. So for that what you do? You take some seeds, it can be gram seed. You take some dry gram seed, take it in a bowl and keep it on the windowsill. What is this windowsill? You have the window here and you have this windowsill and you keep your plate here. So what happens? This gets the light, it gets the warmth and it gets the air. So you take dry seeds, it is plate 1 and you keep it in the windowsill. Similarly, you take plate 2, what do? You take a vessel filled with water and you keep the seeds in it. So what do? You soak the seeds. You soak it in water, keep it in water and let it be. That is plate 2. The third plate, you take the soaked seeds. Soaked means you have placed it in water and drained the water away. And the remaining seeds you have kept it in the refrigerator. So what is the condition here? It is cool. Okay. Now, you take the fourth plate. You take the soaked seeds again and you take moist cotton. So, here you have cotton and the cotton is moist or filled with water and you have kept it here. Similarly, you have taken this and kept it on the windowsill. So, what are these? We are looking into the conditions. The conditions necessary for the germination of seed. So, we are looking into conditions necessary for the germination of seeds. So, you have taken plate 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now, on the next page, page 10, you can see a table. You have to fill that. So what do? You take the textbook, you turn to page 10, you can see here there is a table. So we will fill this and this part. Now, what is given in the table? Conditions. What are the conditions? Certain water, air or warmth if it is present or not. What is this column? Did the seed get the condition or not? If so, which condition it did not get? Third, did the seed germinate? So, we will understand this. If you think plate 1, it was dry seed. So, which condition it did not get to germinate? It did not get water. So, will it germinate? It will not germinate. Plate 2. Plate 2, where was it kept? It was kept in the water. You remember? So, what condition it did not get? It did not get air. Will it germinate? No. Third plate. It was kept in the refrigerator. So, which condition did it not get? It did not get warmth. So, will it germinate? It will not germinate. Plate 4. You remember we took moist cotton, put the soaked seeds and kept it in the windowsill. So, was there any condition it did not get? It got water, it got air, it got warmth, it got light. So, did it germinate? Yes, it did germinate. So, from this, what do you understand from this activity? Certain conditions are required for these seeds to germinate. What are these conditions? One is air. Why does the seed need air? So that it can breathe. If it does not get oxygen, will it germinate? No. Water. Water makes the seed coat soft so that the seed coat can be broken, the shoot can come out and the root can go downwards. So, if water is not there, the seed coat will be still hard. You remember I told you it has protective function. So, it needs to be broken up. For that, water is required. Third, warmth. Why does the seed need the sunlight? To make the cells active. If the cells are not active, will the seed germinate? It cannot germinate. So, all these three factors are required and only the seed which has got all these three will germinate. Clear to you? So, you have to read that activity and fill this table. Now, next we will look into stages of germination. So, you have to read activity 3 of page 10. You have to read it thoroughly. Activity 3, page 10. Now, what do you do here? You take certain seeds, you soak it, keep it aside, keep it in the windowsill and you wait. What do you see? The seeds start getting swollen or filled with water. They become bigger. If you see dry seeds and soaked seeds will be little bit bigger because they have taken in water. Now, the seed coat is soft. What happens? The shoot breaks open or the root comes out. So, you can see the shoot has slowly started coming out, root has also coming out. Now, the shoot is growing upwards bigger, the root is also growing deeper into the soil. So, you have the shoot which grows upwards to get what? To get sunlight. You have the root that grows into the soil. Why into the soil? Because of the gravity. Okay, the shoot will grow upwards, the root will go downwards towards gravity. Clear to you? So, we have a very important topic, dispersal of seed, present on the same page. Now, in this, we have to understand what is the meaning of this term dispersal. Dispersal means the seed should be taken from the mother plant to another place far away from the mother plant. Now, why should there be dispersal? Otherwise, seeds will not get enough space, sunlight, food and water. Suppose this is the mother plant and all the seeds that are produced are falling here itself. Will it get enough space? No. Will it get enough sunlight? No. Will it get food, enough food? There will be competition. So, no. Enough water? No. So, it needs to be taken away. Now, seeds cannot be taken away on their own. They need to be taken by agents. We call them agents of dispersal. Like you have wind, water, animals and explosion. These are the agents or factors in the environment which take the seed from the mother plant far away and get there so that it will get enough space, sunlight, food and water. Clear to you? So, that is the meaning of dispersal, dispersal of seeds. So, this is just an introduction. We will look in further into this topic. So, you will be understanding more. Thank you, children.